Hey guys, happy Saturday. The nights are definitely getting colder. We have started winterizing the greenhouse. We are basically just putting it inside of a bubble. So we are in the process of doing that. The plan is to get any of the plants that would be affected by the cold weather into the greenhouse so that we can hopefully save them throughout the winter. We've done this a couple of times in the past and it works pretty well. It saves a ton of money in the spring because we don't have to buy as much. We also will be planting some vegetables to grow over the winter time. But today, we have a little bit different project going on. Since we are into the month of October now, we are working on a Halloween display today. Actually, Les is working on a Halloween display today. So let's get started on that.
Who doesn't love Halloween? As a kid, do y'all ever remember that certain house in the neighborhood that you would go to as you're trick-or-treating and it would be like the wow factor? Well, I'm going to create a Halloween display for the kids in our neighborhood and hopefully they will get that wow factor. I like to put a cemetery in my display, so I got these simple trellises and they open up. I've spray painted them black. I'm going to use them around. I purchased me some tombstones, styrofoam. You can buy them basically anywhere.
And you got different sizes of
different
those.
Sizes. Then a few years back, while I lived in town, I made these out of concrete. And I put them around.
How did you age those, make them look so old?
Well, I took some gray spray paint and I spray painted them as the concrete is drying or dried. And then you can also, while you're letting them dry, edge in whatever you want to say. And I just took my fingers and put it inside concrete. So as it dries, that's going to be embedded. Then I took some black spray paint or paint, finger paint, and painted them. And you can be creative with those. And then over time, as a tombstone in a regular cemetery, they will age and they will even look older.
So we're in the month of October. Halloween is quickly approaching. Now, I understand it's 2020. A lot has happened. But we have to find some kind of normalcy, right? So, me and Les decided to go ahead and decorate. Who cares if it's 2020? What could go wrong? What? Snowball, any final touches? Oh, she wants in that dirt. What is that, girl? What? It's not real, is it? Okay, so we're at the end of the day. This project is pretty much done. Pretty much. Les will add to this every day, probably right up to Halloween. So anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, be sure and hit like
and subscribe,
and we will show you the finished product, and we'll also see you next week. See ya.
See ya.